Yo, yo, yo. Oh, Lord. Everyone cross your fingers. Everybody cross your little fingies. That tonight actually works. Because I tried last night and Thursday, and things were skipping, buffering. How's everything looking so far? We're not playing a video game tonight, but we are going to watch a movie later. Oh, I love Party Girl. I just watched it again recently. So I'm hopeful that we're going to be okay. Carter, you missed last night's stream. You did not miss anything. You missed me crashing out, as the children say, because everything was terrible. Everything's good. Oh, good, good, good. Yeah, I did like a big update to my computer. I like updated all the firmware of all the router things anywhere I could do it. It's the game stuff that kills it. Yeah, but maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll be okay. We're not going to do a game tonight. We're doing a game Tuesday, but I do need to test tomorrow for the game. Kate, I've just been very disappointed with the responses that people have had responding to the whole Kaya situation over this weekend. Yeah. Yeah, Guardian Octopus, that's the plan. I'm trying to hold out for Black Friday. The bun is bunning. The fuck-ass bun is breaching the perimeter. We love that. Yeah. I don't see any point in being like upset about the way people are responding to the Hasan stuff, because I mean, do we expect any different? Like, do we really expect people to be any different? I don't know. I try not to get disappointed by people that I don't respect in the first place. If you got a Micro Center near you, they have good Black Friday deals. I don't even know what a Micro Center is. But we're here and we have things to talk about. Let me look at this poll that I put up about Olivia because she released a new video today. Is Olivia coming back? Yeah, 61% say no. Let's watch what her little statement was, and we can think if that's what we still believe. Because I was excited to see it, but then I was also like, it gave me thoughts. Just about like her coming back or not. I obviously love Olivia and I wanted her to do whatever she wants. So let's just watch this little intro of her in her new video about the Britney Justin Timberlake situation. Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's weird. Let's try this again. There's our queen. Okay. We're doing well. We're doing well. We're doing well. There we go. Okay. Let's hear what she has to say. Let's just start from the beginning.
I'm just kidding. I am good. I'm okay. I promise. I'm more than okay. I wanted to say thank you so much for all of the love that I've felt. I felt a lot of support. I don't plan to disappear. I don't want to. Just know that for peace of mind, this is where I'm going to be for right now. Things got really, really loud there for a second, and I just want to create things that make me and everybody else around me happy. I want to feel good. I want the people around me to feel good, and I want you guys to feel good. You are all my Instagram cousins and my Instagram best friends, and I love you guys so much, and I want to see if you guys still want to hang out with me. So that's why today we're going to be talking about stuff that does not matter. And that's what I want to do till I die.
We love that. Okay, so shout out to Olivia. We're so glad that you are feeling better, obviously. From that, this is all my opinion. I have not talked to anybody attached to the show about this. That does not give me the confidence that she's coming back, which is totally fine. I want her to do the content that makes sense for her. And I totally, totally get needing to just make content about things that you enjoy, which is why I am here. So, but her releasing it today, just feels like she's striking out on her own, right? Like instead of like making the comeback on the show and then releasing this, to me signals that for the foreseeable future, maybe indefinitely, she's going to be making her own stuff. So, I mean, and she's getting tons of support for it, which we love. In the comments, I mean, people are loving it, as they should, because Olivia is a queen. Oh, that's cool. Let me just show you all this. Oh, let me close this. Maybe that'll help. Oh, not what I meant to do. Oh, Olivia, you're so cute. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. I'll move it out here so you can see it. Jesus, these are like so freaking... do I have to do that? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. The thing about... like, I wish it would just like automatically adjust. Anyway, so we have AB saying Return of the Queen. I said love you, girly, obviously. Oh, someone responded to me. Let's see if it's mean. Oh, no, it's just someone saying something nice. Return of the Queen. This right here is everything. I'm so happy to see you on my screen. I hope you're doing well. You're sorely missed, but I fully respect your reasons for stepping back. The best thing you can do is what makes you happy. We love that. We miss your face and we want the best for you. The family will always stand with Olivia. Like, this is the stuff you want to see, right? Because if you juxtapose it with the stuff coming out of the, the Snark subreddit and Adam McIntyre and all of them, they're just being gross to her and being like, oh, finally you're free. And now I can support you, and just being shitty, right? Continuing to be shitty, even after they have essentially driven her out of her job, right? So I'm very glad that people are overwhelmingly being kind to her, especially from the H3 family. Like, this is the vibe we want. Of course, there's going to be people who are upset and want her to come back on the show. But in general, what I'm seeing is people being really happy for her, supportive, and just wanting her to be okay. And I think that's how we all feel, right? Like, we can have our own, like, disappointments, right? We can be like, oh man, I wish she was coming back on the show. I loved her energy there. But a reminder, she's a grown-ass woman and she's going to do what she wants. So just support her. Just support her. They terrorized her. Let's be honest about what it was. Well, clearly, I mean, she says it got really loud there. I mean, we know where that was coming from, right? The people that wanted Olivia to leave, Adam, etc., would never actually support and lift up her independent content. They just want to hurt Ethan. Exactly. They were using her as like a pawn. And I mean, I think that is what frustrates me, because I'm like, don't let them get to you.
And she's also gay.
Do what you want, girl.
Habanero Sriracha just gave $20.
Thanks.
Love you, family. Sorry, tipsy, spreading joy.
Please
Smile,
don't apologize.
Smile. Tried an emoji. Tried an emoji. Tried an emoji. Tried an emoji. Tried an emoji.
Thank you, Habanero Sriracha. If you gave twice, did you give twice? Love you, family. It looks like it came up twice. I don't know why. Shout out Mariners, I guess. But if you accidentally gave twice because you're tipsy, please make sure you charge back. I hope the Mariners win. Banned from Leftovers H3 chat. That happens. It doesn't matter what you say. You get automatically banned if you have participated in any way, I believe, in the H3 subreddit. So, plus, how many people stay in the same job through their 20s? It's good for her to spread her wings. Totally. And she clearly, I mean, she has 54, almost 55,000 subscribers. In the first 6 hours, she got like 35,000 views. So, I mean, clearly she can do this on her own. And if this is what she wants to do and this is where she ends up, just working for herself. That's a beautiful, wonderful thing, and she can, she got a great launching point from the show, as terribly as it ended. Like what a horrible way to go out for her mentally, right? And it sucks that people used her the way they did. And that like I was saying, that like frustrates me because I'm like, don't let them get to you, but it's okay. Like do what is right for you. You don't need to be like Ethan or me to a lesser extent where we like don't care and we want to just like push for like justice, right? I was talking to my friends about this weekend because they also have a very strong like fixation on justice and what is right. And so all of us are like being driven insane by stuff that's just happening like in the world, right? But it also, it does impact the way you interact with people. And so no, you don't have to push and push and push just because that's the right thing to do according to whatever your like internal moral compass is. Like the world is on fire right now. Like do what makes you feel safe and happy because we want you to stay on this earth, like for real. My wife was watching a documentary today about that poor college girl, the college soccer player who died by suicide because she was so worried about an ethics violation trial that was coming up for her at school. And like, nothing is worth that, right? Nothing is worth pushing yourself and stressing yourself to the point that you don't want to be here anymore. Because all of this shit in a year, people might remember it, but it's going to be so much, it's going to be such a duller sensation. So I'm just glad she's removing herself and taking care of herself, I need a third option for, I don't know, I haven't watched the latest app yet. They didn't talk about it in the episode. Olivia herself released a video. And in the video, which we watched a little while ago, is the top of the video, she's saying, like, this is where I'm going to be right now, meaning like her own personal channel. So it feels like it's where it is. Of course, it's sad. I feel like the door to H3 will always be open for any past crew members. That seems true. I remember when Cam left, they were like, come back if it doesn't work out, Like that Mountain Goat song, do every stupid thing that makes you feel alive. Oh, I love that. Nadals, I don't know. I mean, I'm on the side of she's probably not coming back. And I mean, it's gotten to the point. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. And I don't know. Like I said, I think that if she were coming back, again, this is speculation. If she were coming back, I feel like she would have been on the show today before putting out a video of her own, right? And there is like this balance that the H3 crew has that is, I imagine, hard to navigate, right? Where you're trying to like sort of launch your own brand, launch your own content and your own personality. Some of them, right? Like AB specifically, and Ian a little bit for a while there, and now Olivia, where you kind of have to balance like when you're on air for the show, when you're streaming or putting up videos for yourself. And I imagine that's not easy either. But I would think that maybe she would go on the show first and then launch a video of her own. And the fact that they didn't say anything about it today on the show, like to me, it just feels like a confirmation that she's not going to be on is going to be coming soon. I think she'll come back. I think she could put out videos without it being related to H3 or work because she's not on live. Yeah, no, she can do whatever she wants. I'm just talking about like mentally juggling the two. Like as somebody who juggles like a day job and then this nonsense. And for them, it's even closer, right? Because the day job is so much like the side gig and like the launching of your own stuff. And I am glad that so many of you think that she's still going to come back because I would love for you to be right. I would love for you to be right. What I'm saying is 1000% just my intuition. It's literally just my opinion. And I know we haven't talked about it a lot, but with her coming out with a video today, it felt like the right time to mention it. Who knows, though? I don't know. To me, it just kind of felt like she'd be there for the next couple months and then see what happens. Maybe. And I mean, she didn't say, this is where I'm going to be forever. She said, this is where I want to be right now. So it is open, but I'm just sharing my opinion. I don't know. I feel like since she stepped away, the snarkers know the harassment works and they would do it all again, even harder probably. And I think she knows it as well. Yeah. It's sad. It's just so depressing, like on a humanity level, that I can imagine how people are like celebrating the fact that she was like in such a deeply terrible mental state. And got like scared out of her job. Like I just, who did that help, right? Who did that help in Gaza or anywhere? So to be celebrating it, it just sucks, man. And I'm glad that you and I are not on that side of things where we celebrate people, like people who are just like tangentially related to a situation being intimidated out of paying a job. I just think that that's gross. So I can't imagine how the crew deals with the snarkers, even you, Gwam. Oh, they've started saying some wild shit about me, but I'm not going to talk about it publicly. Because I'm not going to Streisand shit. I don't know how any of you all do it. I appreciate my privacy. I couldn't take it. I mean, I got into some discussions this weekend with people on Twitter because I had time. I was away and it was like nighttime and everyone was asleep. And basically what it came down to is like I've said this before, I'll say it again. In order for me to feel bad enough to leave the internet or whatever, I would actually have to care about and respect like the morality and the ethics of the people who are saying it to me, right? Like for me, it doesn't matter if strangers I don't know think whatever they want to think about me, that I am a genocide supporter. I love genocide. And, you know, there's this line in the sand and I crossed it. Like, that doesn't matter to me because it's your line. And your line, for some reason, doing all the things that you have done and said, like all the dishonesty, that doesn't cross your line, you know? So it's like, it doesn't bother me. If I don't respect someone's general ethics and principles, I don't care if they don't like me. I mean, my dad always said that. I remember he said it the first day of high school to me. He dropped me off and he said, a lot of people aren't going to like you and you're not going to like a lot of people. You know, so like, I think I see a lot of H3 fans being like, this is so frustrating. And what should I say to this person? And it's so annoying that this is how they feel about me or about Ethan or Hila or the crew. Like, and it's like, yeah, they're going to feel that way because they're garbage people. Does their opinion matter? It shouldn't. It genuinely shouldn't. There's a line in a Beck song that's keep talking trash to the garbage around you. So those are my two quotes for you tonight. A lot of people aren't going to like you and you're not going to like a lot of people. And then, you know, these people are talking trash to the garbage around them. So like for me, it's like, okay, cool. Some random Twitter person thinks that I support a genocide. What does that change? Nothing. It changes nothing. Right? It changes literally nothing. And I know that can be hard, right? Like if you're younger or if you are, you know, dealing with like self-concept issues, right? You feel like this need to explain yourself to people and defend yourself. But like, if like take an extreme example, this is a very extreme example because these people are not as bad as obviously this, but like if if Ted Bundy thought you were a bad person, right? If Ted Bundy thought you were a bad person, if, I don't know, like a priest who touched kids thinks you're going to hell, are these people that you're like, wow, I'm really wounded that you think that about me? No. Wanting everyone to like you, Alex, is a death sentence. It's like a self, like you'll lose yourself. And it's a two-way street, right? It's like you, oh, and there's another, I have so many quotes tonight. There's this song called Cup of Tea by Casey Musgraves, and it helped me so much when I was single. Because when you get rejected, it really hurts and makes you sad. But it says you can't be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody likes different things, right? And then the very end of the song says, why would you want to be? Like, why would you want everyone to like you? Focus on being your own cup of tea, right? And knowing that there are people who love your cup of tea, right? That's what's important. Don't try not to focus so much on the people who don't like you. I know it's hard because they're very loud and they're very mean, but if you don't respect them, like, try to reframe it as how you feel about them before you react. Like, oh, why am I getting mad? I don't even fucking care about this person. Here's another story that might help. These are all like the little epiphanies that I've had through my life about like self-esteem and caring about different people. So when I was single, I was very much I want everyone to like me. I am crushed every time a girl doesn't want to be with me forever and ever and ever, right? And then one day I was super high and I was hanging out with this girl who I was like begging to love me, begging her, like so embarrassing. We hung out like on and off for like a year or more. And she was just very like avoidant, but then would like love bomb. And it was just like very back and forth. And I was just like, please love me, marry me, right? Like so stupid. And then there was one day where we were sitting in my room and I was super high. And I was like, do I even like her as a person? Like this whole time I had been so fixated on it if she liked me. This whole time, like for a year, I had never even asked myself, do I like her? This whole time I was like, do I even like this person? Why am I begging her to be with me? Right? And I'm thinking about all the things about her that I don't like and would not want to be married to or even in like an official relationship with, right? I was like, what am I doing? It was really like this, like, this epiphany that I had where I was like, I need to stop begging her because what if she says yes? Then I'm fucked because I don't even really like her that much. Yeah, the bubble popped. It was crazy. It was crazy. So really, think about things like that, right? If you're feeling like you're spending a lot of time defending yourself, begging people to listen to you or respect you or like you, just put it back on yourself and say, do I respect them? Do I like them? Because a lot of times, if you are somebody who is a people pleaser, or if you've had low self-esteem in the past, like you're just so much more fixated on getting other people to like you and fixating on how much people like you that you've like shut off the piece of yourself that is having opinions about other people. When I finally realized, why am I wasting my energy on someone I don't actually respect? That was a crazy moment. Exactly. Exactly. The other fun moment is you don't have to marry everyone you want to have sex with. That was another really fun moment. So yeah, Like, because we know these people are lying and they're perpetuating lies and they know that they're lying and they're still not telling the truth. So why do I care if they think I'm paid by Israel or that I'm Ethan's fucking number one psycho, whatever. Like, what do they come up with this weekend? Like parasociopath, which is pretty funny. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. They are not the litmus test for any of us being good people because we know that they are not good people. So why do I care? Wait, you guys are all waiting till marriage too, right? Hello? It's okay to wait till marriage if that's your thing. But what I was doing is anytime that I like enjoyed kissing someone, I was like, oh, we're totally getting married. It's like, no, sexual chemistry is completely separate from the compatibility it takes to get married. I also love how you say I grew up in the early 2000s and 90s. Nothing hurts me. Very, very true. But trust me, guys, I was just like a walking nerve for most of like a walking raw nerve for most of my life.
Girl with a mic, when is she calling in?
Alex_the_fiction just gave $5. Wait, you didn't get your Israel check? You gotta renegotiate your contract with Ethan. You're getting fucked.
So true, dude. So true. I don't know why this is so small. This is an issue for another day, though. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about the show stuff. And then after this at 10:30, we're going to watch Night of the Living Dead. The 1968 version is in the public domain. So we're going to have a watch party here. I have it redirecting. So as soon as this is done, we'll go over there. I'm going to grab a little snack and we'll just watch and talk about the movie and it'll be really fun. But yeah, just remember y'all, like we don't need to, hand over our self-worth to people that we don't respect. Okay. All right. I will show you like the schedule for the week because it is Monday, isn't it? All right, so since things seem to actually be working, we're doing super spooky streams every week in October. Tonight, Night of the Living Dead. Tomorrow, I'm playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Never really played it before. I've done like a little sprinkling of it. Wednesday, we're going to talk about the weird things that have been found in dead bodies and a makeup tutorial that I'm going to follow. I'm not trying to teach you people how to do it because I don't know how to do makeup. I think I'm going to do like a skeleton look. That's the plan. And then Friday, we'll do the after party and a Frankenstein read aloud. And we'll probably do the same like redirect thing because that seemed to work. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oof. What does that mean? Should I be nervous? So everyone, just hold your breath and hope that everything works. Are all of the graphics and everything working okay so far? Keep it 100 on the land, the sea, the sky. All right. I just want to show more of Olivia getting love in the comments because, I think people, of course, like all the parasocial bullshit of people thinking that, there's like a rift between Olivia and the crew, right? But guess what? There isn't because the crew are beautiful, wonderful people. And they love Olivia because why wouldn't you love Olivia? Unlike the snarkers who just use her as a pawn, which is really fun and a nice thing to do. All right, so we've got beautiful Martin. The queen arrived. I love Martin so much. Lena, obsessed. Oh, Haley's comments there. This energy, go girl, so hot. Tom Ward, yes, more live videos, loving them. So, and H3 Productions, like Ethan liked this stuff too. You can't see the likes on this version, but yeah, so she's okay. The crew's okay. Everyone's great. No one's mad at you, Olivia, except probably the dickheads that started this whole thing. Oh, can we try the dating emoji edit? Yes, we can. Yes, we absolutely can. Did I get it uploaded here? All right, let me go find it. So yeah, so I'm just so happy that Olivia's okay. She's thriving. I'm sad and I miss her, but that's just how them's the breaks, you know? All right, here is a video. I don't know if you guys know this, but Dating and Money 101 did a new update to his California Dreaming video, and he actually asked me to participate in it. So here is the remixed video. It's kind of like Taylor Swift, how she drops like a bunch of different versions. So this is the Guam version of the video. I'm really just so like honored that he asked me, and I hope you guys really love it. I hope you guys really love it. Let me just make sure it's big enough. There we go. Voila. All right, so here it is. Let's hope it works well. If you wanna see me, meet me on the boulevard. Oh shit, fuck. I need a new guitar. Living in Cali, you know we going hard. Everything we do for the shooting stars. Let's do that one more time. And by the way, the oh shit fuck, I believe Deej caught that while I was crying. But I'm always crying, so okay. Again. If you wanna see me, meet me on the boulevard. Oh shit, fuck. I need a new guitar. Living in Cali, you know we going hard. Everything we do for the shooting stars. The wave is so stupid. So shout out Deej for that. I love it. I just love it. Thank you. That was, such a silly time. We love that. And finally, I got to show it to you. I've been waiting for like a week. Oh, it's when you realized last week you wouldn't be here for the reload. Oh, okay. So not while I was crying. So yeah, shout out Deej. Deej is in chat. All my mods are amazing, and Deej is one of my mods, and he's just wonderful and been so helpful with like tech stuff. I gotta go, pretty penis. Oh shit, fuck is unironically a banger line. I know, and I say that just normally, apparently. Thank you, Alex, for the gift. So yeah, Alex, another mod. Shout out to all the mods. They're doing wonderful things, and they're also creative in their own right. If you hear any of the silly little sounds or the little gifs of me, GIFs, I don't know what you people want me to say. That's all Deej. So Deej is just, and this is all, this is all volunteer work. So definitely shout out to Deej and all of the beautiful, lovely mods we have. Before we get into the show, this whole thing with Pokimane, I know people say Pokimane, but like in French, it would be Pokimane. This is so interesting. Have y'all been following the Pokimane stuff? Does she say Pokimane? I don't know if she does. So she has a podcast called Sweet and Sour, I guess. And they were going to have Hasan on. And I guess they had already recorded the video. Her name is also Iman. That's what I thought. So I thought it was Pokimane. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, great. Thank you. So they were going to have Hasan on their podcast, Pokimane's podcast, with her friend Lily. And then this post went up a couple of days ago in the wake of all of the Hasan Kaya shock Collargate stuff. And it says, "Hey, taste buds, this is a tough one to write." Let's see if I can make it bigger for you guys. There we go. This is a tough one to write, but we wanted to give you all a heads up that we're unfortunately going to be missing our first scheduled Saturday video tomorrow. So this came out on Friday. We've been watching the recent drama unfold concerning our guest. Hasan Piker, and it's been getting intense. We had a serious talk as a crew. That's important. Meaning multiple people talked about it, and we all agreed that it did not feel right uploading tomorrow's episode at this moment in time. Our community is our favorite thing, and the reason we do this is to create space that is comfy as always and a true escape. We do not want to impact the cozy atmosphere we've all built together. Thanks for always supporting our vision for a fun, positive place to hang out. See you all next week, Sweet and Sour staff. The staff. It is interesting to me that even before, like that before this Kaya stuff happened or allegedly happened, Hasan still would have been a good fit for this like cozy, fun, positive place. That doesn't really make sense to me, but maybe he puts on like a different personality like he's able to do. In order to navigate that space in a different way. I mean, he's obviously very good at like masking and pretending he likes things like music and soccer and animals, right? So maybe it would have been cool, but the blowback that's happening from Collargate seems to have been the last straw. But the weird thing is, so I read this, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, this makes sense, right? Sometimes you don't want what's happening in the day to impact your community, right? And you just want to avoid that shit. So I was like, that's respectful. That's fine. Like, if you don't want to put it up, you don't want to put it up. I'm not like, yeah, Hasan got kicked off, the way like Snark would be. It's just like, if it's not for you and you really are like creating a space that's like separate from all this bullshit, people need that. People really need that. So I respect that. But the weird thing is, apparently, according to Pokimane, she and her co-host did not sign off on this. Which I think is very strange and kind of doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So here is what Pokimane said after this post went live. The episode was supposed to air as usual, but staff refused to upload it. Out of fear it would cause drama, and also posted this statement without my approval. Sorry guys, we'll talk about everything on this week's episode and go on a hiatus afterwards to restructure. Now, as someone who exists in the corporate world, restructuring means people are getting fired. I'll put a poll in chat because I'm wondering what you guys think about this. I'm going to throw it back to you. Did Pokey know about did Pokey agree to not post the video? Like, did she know? I'll leave it I don't know as well. Did she know about it? Because what this is saying is that her staff essentially were subordinate or insubordinate, that they refused to do something she asked them to do. And it was not something that she wanted. She wanted them to still post the video. I don't understand why, so like her staff rebelled over this? Has Lily Pichu said anything? I'm going to look that up. Okay, so most people think that she knows. I mean, maybe I'm just like a gullible person and I believe people on face value a lot of the time, especially Pokimane seems so nice. She just seems like a genuinely good person. So I don't know why she would lie about this. It's possible that people just kind of sabotaged this whole situation, like people that worked for her, but that also doesn't make sense. Hasan definitely called and screamed at her and she threw her staff under the bus. It's a facade. Oh, okay. I mean, I just know like the bits of her I've seen on the pod, but like, let's say that, wow, a lot of you think she did know about it. Let's say that she did know about it, and then she did this. Would it feel, I mean, I feel like I would reevaluate my friendship with Hasan if he was actually involved in like making me throw the people who work for me under the bus. You know? It feels weird. Like, it feels like it feels like a conspiracy theory to think that that there was like stuff happening behind the scenes and all this pressure. Another option is like something I've seen in Veep, right? Which apparently is very accurate to the way that politics work, which is outwardly you act like you didn't know something and you blame your staff and you say that you're going to fire the people that did it. But then really behind the scenes, you've all agreed, we don't want to publish this. We don't want the wrath of Hasan's fans. So let's just let the anonymous crew take the hit. And they all kind of agree to that. And no one's actually punished. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to think about this. The problem is the whole LA streamer scene is super incestuous. The original statement was up for 2 days. I don't know how long it was up. It's so weird, man. Like, so the staff was allegedly afraid of the backlash from the Hasan critics. And now if Pokey did know that, then she was afraid of the Hasan fans. Like, it's not normal for someone to have, like someone said, like such a radioactive presence, reputation, like in both directions, right? And it's crazy to be like, to still be centering him. I hope he didn't interfere with this. I hope it is just like a workplace thing that they need to figure out, because that's really crazy. I was just mentioned on Nicholas Diorio for what? Oh God, what did I do? Like, I hope that that's not true. I hope it is just like her staff was really upset about the Kaya stuff and they published something against her will and then refused to publish her video. I do want to see if Lily said anything because I don't know anything about her. And I forgot to look her up. I can't believe Anisa mentioned your name. I was like, get her name out of your mouth. Mention my name? That's weird. Oh, I can't wait to get a flood of bullshit from that. I don't know why she mentioned my name. I mean, should I go watch whatever it is? I mean, people were doing a lot of backlash. Oh, shit. Here we go. Oh, shit, fuck. People were backlashing them about the piece. Can someone link me to the thing that we're talking about? Anyway. They won't even name him. Yeah, like there's just people that are mad on both sides of it. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. So to me, I mean, it feels like, I don't think she has anything up though about it still, which is also kind of interesting. Oh my God, what a cute little dog. Oh, it's a GIF. I wanted to listen to it. Okay, so she doesn't have anything up about it at all. It was just Pokey. Just Pokey had it. So that's very interesting too. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this because again, it's one of those situations where none of us know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know who works for her and I don't care to dig into that because I think that's weird. But she's either lying about her staff, right? Or she's lying about knowing about the video not going up. And so I think either way, it's kind of weird. Guys, she explicitly said not to tell her when people snark mention her. Yes, true. But I mean, if Nicholas Diorio said something, that's like very public and I would like to know what's going on. Thank you, Deej. Yeah, in general, like I don't want to know what's happening on Leftovers H3, any of the snark subreddits. I don't care about that. But if like the news is covering it, I would just like to know so I can respond if necessary. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this because I mean, I don't really know Pokimane very well. I thought she was a lovely person when she came on H3. She didn't seem like somebody who lies, right? Like she spoke out about something and I was really like happy that she did. It wasn't related to Hasan, but it was a while ago and I was like, all right, go girl, let's go. So I'm hoping she didn't lie, but who can say? It seems like most of you think that she lied. It was a coup d'etat from the Cozy staff. Yeah, she could be telling the truth. Who frickin' knows? And they say Ethan mistreated his employees. I mean, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But you guys can have your opinions about it. I don't know where to fall on this. I am, because there's no evidence otherwise, I'm going to trust Pokey for now. I will say, though, I mean, it does a little bit sound like the staff did it without her. If we look at the actual message, right? I mean, it's signed by, why does it keep doing that? There we go. It's signed by the Sweet and Sour staff. It doesn't mention Pokey anywhere in here. We had a serious talk as a crew. And the crew, like the crew, if we think about H3, the crew doesn't really include Ethan and Hila, right? So maybe this really is like a mutiny of sorts, where they don't want to platform Hasan right now because of the backlash they might get. If the video is ready, she can post it regardless. And I wonder if she did. I mean, this looks like Patreon, so I don't know if I'd be able to see it. But yeah, I was wondering that too, if it was up. It's a clip of Anisa talking about me. I just sent it. Oh, great. What's funny is Anisa and I used to be mutuals a long time ago. This should be fun. This should be fun. Let's watch it, guys. All right, here we go.
Guys, stoic.
This is exactly why Girl with a Microphone, when she messaged me before Ian put out his video, when like Ethan and Hila were screaming, because we were mutuals on Instagram just like this, and she had talked to me a few times. Mm-hmm. She sent me this long parasocial message about how...
First of all, we talked to each other. You said you loved my content. I'm pretty sure you... I don't know. No, I must have been following you already because of the oh God, the creator clash stuff. Because I loved Anisa at first, right? And I sent her a message in the same vein as what I sent to Taylor Lorenz, where I was like, well, it was more about Taylor Lorenz. I was hoping she would like cover what was happening on Reddit, right? And Anisa, I was like, you know, I'm so disappointed. Like, I was hoping you guys would like stand up for Ethan and Hila because it seems like you guys have been real friends and like you know them better than any of these people online. And, you know, I definitely said something to her because we were mutuals and I knew that I could potentially reach her, right? She never responded. So yeah, here's what she has to say. Let's see.
She hopes to God that I'm not turning on Ethan and Hila. And I almost replied to it.
You should.
And then I was like, no, something in my soul's telling me this is wrong. And I'm so fucking glad I didn't.
Yeah.
This is the same thing. Like, you can't, it sucks, but you can't talk to me.
Stoic. Ian's covering color. Easy, you guys.
What?
Stoic.
This is exactly why girl with a microphone, when she messaged me before Ian put out his video, when like Ethan and Hila were screaming, because we were mutuals on Instagram just like this, and she had talked to me.
Why were Ethan and Hila screaming though? It was because they were desperate for their friends to actually stick up for them. And yes, I use the fact that I have like 90,000 followers on Instagram and that we had talked and complimented each other before to like talk to you as a real person. It wasn't like I was going to use it against you. Like I was just going to like talk about it. Like the only reason I shared anything happening with Taylor Lorenz is because she fucking lied a lot. And I decided to show that she was fucking lying and a lot more snark brain than she thought she was. But really, genuinely, I was like, I respect you. I hope that, you know, like you guys actually do stick up for them because you know them as people and you know that they didn't do anything bad to their animals. And you know what I mean? Like I was just trying to speak to her as like a person. After listening to the way that Ethan and Hila were feeling like so dejected and so upset, you know, this was very, 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 very early. And in my memory, I was very polite and civil. I did not say, I hope to God you're not turning on them. At least I don't think I did. Maybe I did. But yeah, that is what I remember of it. I don't even think I have the DMs anymore. Because she didn't respond and I didn't want to keep it going. It was just like a one-time thing. And I was like, I know if I keep it open, I'm going to want to try again, like to reach this person. So no, I don't think I even have it anymore. But let me check. No. I do kind of wish I had it so I could just, I mean, because we were like, very civil mutuals. And so that's why I thought that I could like talk to her in a way that maybe other people couldn't. So that's not so bad. I mean, you followed your instincts. You didn't want to talk to me. That is you are totally within your right for that. You know what I mean? I don't even understand what point she was trying to make. I'm assuming they were showing somebody that was like showing. Oh, it's the Taylor Lorenz. This guy, Daniel Smith, has been messaging me since 2022. Yeah, totally not the same situation at all. I guess this person, you know, shared DMs. And of course, she did not owe me any response, right? Like, that's fine. She didn't have to respond to me. I was just like trying to do any sort of Hail Mary of like, yo, I respect you. I like what you're like your content. Nobody here thinks that what Israel's doing is cool, but I really hope that you're not turning on actual friends. You know? But yeah. So I mean, glad you trusted your judgment. I don't know what else to say. She should have took your advice. Well, she's making something out of nothing. Well, I mean, I think she's just saying she's glad she didn't like give me ammo to use, and that's fine. Like I had a snarker, a very famous snarker, message me this weekend and want to like correct the record on things. I'm not replying to them, right? Like I'm not going to reply to them because I know exactly where that post will end up. So I totally get it. If she wants to blow up what seems to be genuine friendships, that is completely within her right. So yeah. Okay. Let me reply to them. It will help my career. You don't want that smoke, Alex. You don't want that smoke. I think she's just name dropping you since you're a bigger streamer than Ian. Pfft, I doubt that. No, I think that she she had a similar experience. I messaged her one time about the whole thing. I wasn't talking to her constantly. Like I would be like, oh my God, that looks so good. Like if she made something that looked delicious, right? And like she was baking and I was baking. So I was like, oh my God, that's, I just made bread too. And like, I don't know. We were just like, it was just very like little, like if something came up in her stories that I liked and she's like, I like your content. And it was all very polite, the same way it had been with Taylor. And I was just like trying to use my proximity to be someone outside of like their weird Hasan yes man bubble, to be like, hi, I'm a person that I think that we respect each other, online at least. And here's how I feel about the situation. I didn't come like, you're fucking disgusting. I was just like, hey man, what's going on? What's going on? You know what I mean? You've got 1.5 items watching. Oy vey. Okay, so shout out to Anisa, I guess. Thanks for the shout out. We'll see what happens if I get totally buried by bullshit next. All right, what were we even talking about before that beautiful interruption? Oh, I was saying that it does seem like potentially it was just Pokimane's crew that did this, because they specifically say that it was the staff. It wasn't, well, they don't say it wasn't, the actual talent that was involved. But we talked as a crew. And to me, that doesn't mean that Pokimane was necessarily involved, or Lily. And then we have Sweet and Sour staff. And staff is not, I don't think that necessarily includes Poki either. So maybe it really was some kind of mutiny. We love Anisa, don't we, folks? Yeah. I know we're moving on, but she brought you up for like no reason to. Anisa was holding on to that for much. This was like a year ago now, like, or however long ago it was. I mean, it was well before their video came out. It was like when they were first like very noticeably quiet and not responding about like the CPS stuff. And I could feel, I mean, things were getting really, really heated, right? And it just felt really unfair to me. And again, like I have that justice thing, right? So there. It would be so hard for them to do this without Poki's approval. Right. Because, I mean, I feel like you do that, there's a chance you're going to lose your job. But maybe they don't care. Like, that's the thing. Would they be willing to risk their jobs over this, what they might see as animal abuse? Maybe they are. Maybe they're vegans and they love animals more than anybody in the world. And this is like the most important thing to them. Maybe this is their like single issue thing. I don't know. None of us know, right? At the end of the day. I don't know Poki well enough to have a reason to believe that she's lying. But I think either way it's weird, right? Either she really has a mutiny on her hands, or she's lying to not get the blowback from Hasan fans for doing that. That's a Queen. That's what I said too. That they all agreed the staff would do it so Pokimane wouldn't get the heat, but it didn't work. So she had to post that afterwards. Well, I thought maybe the first one, even this follow up when she was like, "Sorry guys, that was the staff," because I mean I've had to take the fall for my bosses before, and then it's like behind the scenes I'm not like punished in any way, but it just makes them look better, right? Morg just said she is scared to speak on this. Who's Morg? I don't know. It's just it's a weird environment that's bubbled up around this. Is Sweet and Sour on YouTube? Let's find out. Oh, it's almost time to go and watch our Night of the Living Dead. All right, let's see here. So here's their podcast. I don't know if maybe the Hasan one would be a Patreon episode, but I also don't know why that would be, because putting it behind a paywall, you probably get a lot less views. The latest one was 9 days ago, so they still haven't published whatever they were going to publish with Hasan, it looks like. Oh, they did have Vanilla Mason, so I mean, they are clearly sort of in that camp, right? Oh, he was on Creator Clash, wasn't he? Michael Reeves. I liked his fight. Yeah, so I don't know. The fact that they still haven't published it, I think, is interesting, right? Because why didn't she just put it up if she was against them stalling it or blocking it? Maybe it's paywalled and then free after a few days. Oh, maybe that's right. Let me check. Let me see if I can just like see what's available on their Patreon and see if it's up there. Because it is kind of strange that they would not put it up if what they wanted was for it to be up. You know what I mean? Okay, so on their Reddit it says, they mentioned in the last Fear and episode, Fear and is such a stupid name for a podcast, by the way. They have recorded one with Hasan in Paris. Maybe decided not to release it right now. They've posted an explanation on Patreon. They said they're skipping Saturday's episode. Okay, so they are just completely going to skip it, I guess. Maybe she did say that in the tweet and I just forgot. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Okay, the last thing I wanted to talk about, I mean, we have like little stuff from the episode, but nothing really like huge. They didn't do the shock collar, right? I feel like I watched the whole thing and I did not see them do the shock collar. The Hasan adjacent women have to deal with way more crazy shit than the Hasan adjacent men. You are so right. You are so right. We have seen that like at every single step. Oh, they're doing it as members content? Okay, thank you. Because I was like, am I insane? I'm not seeing it. Okay, great. Thank you. I think that's smart to make that members content. I think they might get a lot of new members that way. I want to read through the Out magazine op-ed about Hasan. Why? Because it is at the perfect intersection of me. It is by a gay person or a queer person, and it is writing. And it is in a magazine that I usually respect pretty well. So this to me was so strange. First of all, okay, so this is in Out magazine, and it's called Straight Nonsense. Let me just get rid of these Ozempic ads on the side. Oy, oy, oy. Straight Nonsense, quit hounding Hasan Piker over his dog collar. Oh, I love the play on words when we're talking about potential animal abuse. And this was written by, it's an opinion, written by Moses Mendez II, who apparently is a huge Trisha fan. I don't know anything about him. I guess we can read his bio just to see what we know about him. Oh, he actually has a master's degree. That's even more disappointing. Oh my God, bro. What are you doing? It's like Cat Tenbarge, just like selling your soul for this shit. All right, let's see. He was a culture reporter at Time Magazine. He previously worked as a freelance journalist with work appearing in the Atlantic, Rolling Stone, Fast Company, and more. He holds a master's degree in arts and culture journalism. Graduate school at CUNY. Okay. Freelance journalist. All right, so let's see what he has to say. This is one I did not have time to read yet, so we're going to be reacting a little bit on the fly. First of all, I think, doesn't Hasan hate being called progressive? Okay, so this is in a column called Straight Nonsense, where Moses Mendez takes a queer eye to the insanity of straight culture. acting like it's only straight people that are upset about this, first of all, is just very strange to me. So let's see what Moses wants to say. To his credit, he doesn't seem to follow Hasan on Instagram, but who fucking knows? Okay, I understand that people love their pets as if they were their own children. Trust me, I live with a woman who considers her cat her biological daughter. Okay, but you don't actually have pets, so... Okay. It makes sense that Hasan Piker faced swift backlash after he was... Oh, that's interesting. After he was accused of using a shock collar on his dog Kaya during a recent live stream. But what this links to, why are these people who stick up for Hasan incapable of properly linking things and properly like sourcing things? Because facing swift backlash, this is supposed to be about what comes next in the fucking in the sentence. But instead, we get to see the most recent reason that Hasan has faced backlash. And it's because of the shit he said about trans people not being safer under a Kamala Harris administration. And this is the guy who wrote it. So girl, why are you sticking up for this shit? And I think just by dismissing it as an important conversation, you are tacitly sticking up for him. And I mean, this could very well just be his like clout chasing thirst bucket attempt to get more clicks to his article, which understandable, but you're kind of undoing your point here. Right? Because here you're saying, I know we're going to be so late, but that's okay. People love their pets as if they have their own children. But then here's an example of Hasan also not caring about like actual people. So you're kind of undercutting your point here. But let's see what your point is for the full point. After he was accused of using a shock collar on his dog Kaya during a recent live stream, in a clip, Piker can be seen telling his dog to settle down and seemingly reaching off screen when his dog suddenly yelps and then lies down. Again, okay. Oh, this was the part I wanted to show. The progressive influencer has more important shit to talk about, but the internet trolls won't let this drama go even after he debunked it. Is this the thing that is more important to talk about? Are we allowed to talk about this? Are we allowed to criticize him for this? Or are there even more important things than that? Just wondering. The video quickly made the rounds on social media, with many people calling him out, accusing him of animal abuse, allegations to which he quickly denied. The Twitch streamer, who has amassed over 6 million followers across Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, addressed the questions of abuse during a stream when he was asked about it and said, "Yes, I am incredibly abusive to not only the best trained, but also best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet." I don't think putting in his sarcasm is helping your argument either. She yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something. Oh my God, there's like, you guys can't see it, but just out of frame over here is gay men twerking in like assless chaps. I'm really glad that I cut this down. Okay. I gave her the place command. She had broken the previous bed. And then she yelped. She had broken the previous bed. I suspect it's coming from some crazy haters. She yelped when she was getting off because I assume she either stepped funny or clipped her foot on something. The argument of animal abuse isn't even made in good conscience. Oh, there we go. Good faith. It's not in good faith. Pointing out that many of the comments were Islamophobic. Doesn't link to the Newsweek report that says things that a lot of the comments were Islamophobic. Many of the comments is crazy, first of all, because I haven't seen any that are Islamophobic. It follows the very natural progression of being a beloved public figure on the internet. At first, you have a tight-knit community of true fans, but as you get more popular and attract mainstream media attention, $10,000 says this is a link to another one of his articles. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking he was just still clout farming. No, it's not. Hasan Piker is flirting with the resolution. Oh, it's just another like suck me off article. Your content is then shown to your opposition circles. Need an apostrophe there. That will then later follow your every move. Some internet haters don't have a good enough reason to hate you, cancel you, or to call to deplatform you, so they wait for that gotcha moment, a more moral wrongdoing on your part that is universally understood to be unacceptable, to push a targeted campaign aimed at the people they dislike to get them off the internet. You need to learn about a run-on sentence. There are times where it's warranted and should have worked. I'm looking at you, Jeffree Star, James Charles, and Shane Dawson. But the internet will move on and welcome canceled content creators with open arms if given enough time. Given enough time. Again, why are we talking about Hasan in this context? This is not a straight issue. This is not a gay issue. Like, what? I don't understand how this even, like, applies to the topic. That's not to say there aren't people who don't remember, but the internet moves so much quicker, blah, 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 blah. The idea of cancellation doesn't apply to Piker because there isn't proof this happened. He debunked it. And there's a darker reason as to why this is happening. I don't think that you get to decide what applies and doesn't. And I think a lot of people think video proof is proof it happened and that he has debunked it by having like 3 or 4 different explanations for what happened that like evolved over time. And there's a darker reason as to why this is happening. So Hasan is never, ever, ever in the wrong because some people hate him for the wrong reason. He is completely above criticism because some people are racist. He took time out of his stream to show his viewers the color. Oh, he took time out of his stream. Wow. Show viewers the color they had seen during that live stream and debunked the conspiracy theories. Again, I am assuming we are not going to see the evidence or the supposed evidence in the other side, right? We're just going to say, oh, Ethan Klein mentioned it has the capacity to vibrate and that's it. This is something he didn't bring up in that initial conversation, right? When it was all about clipping the toenail, right? But then suddenly it was about a vibrating collar. Plainly, as he shows the AirTag that's embedded in the collar and the part that vibrates, saying that it also has a tracker and a flashlight. Okay. But it doesn't say, yeah, nowhere do we have images of what people, of the criticism of that apology. Not even apology, the explanation. Ethan Klein, one of Piker's most vocal critics, used this as an opportunity to take another jab at him after prolonging their never-ending feud. Horrifying animal cruelty by Hasan as he activates her shock collar for one tiny step off her bed. Klein's Instagram story reads, she cries in pain, poor baby. Always thought it was extremely bizarre that his young, energetic pup never took a step off her bed. Again, we're just not showing the other side of things. But no matter how much he denies the allegations and proves that he did not use a shock collar on the dog, but the proof is the question here. Is he really proving it? I don't know. There seems to be a lot of weird evidence that he is not actually proving or disproving anything, that he's obfuscating and covering things. The misinformation campaign continued to spread across social media like wildfire. This is yet another example of the ways in which the internet doesn't care about right and wrong because we live in an individualistic society where people only care about what they feel is morally correct, and social media is a megaphone to project those ideas to a large audience. All it takes to build a platform is having the loudest megaphone. This is literally what Hasan does. It's because he has the loudest megaphone that people believe what they do about Ethan, right? Like, what are we talking about? And as for doesn't care about right and wrong because people only care about what they feel is morally correct. Like, how many times have people in Hasan's circle used the genocide to justify the way that they have come after not just Ethan and Hila, but the entire crew? Like, this is an example. This reminds me of when iDubbbz did that video about concern trolling. Like, the lack of self-awareness is just insane. And again, I just wish somebody who considers themselves a journalist would cover this with both sets of facts, right? That would be so much more interesting. Like, this is what this camp is saying. This is what this camp is saying. And the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. And yes, it is a product. All of it is a product of the way the internet works and the way social media works. But what is the actual truth? But literally what you are doing, Moses, is caring about what you feel is morally correct and using your megaphone to assert things that you don't know. You do not have answers to this any more than the rest of us. It's not about the dog. It never was. I think Hasan's fans would disagree.
Girl with a mic, when is she calling in?
K9 Rescue Girl just gave $5. Kate, thank you for taking time out of your stream to read this. You're bravely flirting with revolution.
Thank you, K9 Rescue Gal. I think that Hasan's fans who have spoken out about this or have left his community about this, because he is still losing followers on Twitch, I think that they would disagree with this because they have been, in their estimation, really hardcore supporters of Palestine this whole time. And they've been really hardcore supporters of Hasan and his mission on the internet. So to now say that Hasan is their political opposition and they're the only reason they're doing this, the only reason they care about Kaya is because they disagree with Hasan, like the dissonance doesn't make sense. You can make that excuse you could make that excuse potentially, right? For Ethan and for his fans and Destiny's fans or whoever else. But for the first time in months, Hasan is actually losing followers on Twitch, losing more followers than he's gaining on Twitch every single day. And it's been almost a week now. He's still in the red, losing like hundreds a day. So were all those people like secret Israel lovers? But that's not discussed in here, right? It's not discussed that this is the first thing that has had an impact on Hasan's followers in months. And I think that's important. I think that that's very important because it shows like how important people take their animals, but also like that's a very interesting line for people to have. Right? It's an interesting line, but it's also hard to watch that video and not think that something bad happened. It's a ploy to undermine a prominent political figure who is providing a voice to a party whose influence is waning in the face of an authoritarian administration, which he didn't help keep out of office. Literally everybody was begging Hasan and other big leftist influencers to talk about the fact that protesting the genocide, protesting fascism was about to get a lot harder, a lot more dangerous, a lot more deadly under a Trump administration. But hey, let's continue arguing about this while young kids are being ripped out of their homes and zip tied together again as they watch their parents be arrested by ICE agents in Chicago, or maybe watching priests get shot in the head with pepper balls by ICE agents on a rooftop. Yeah, this is why all of us who actually give a shit wanted Kamala to get elected in the end. She wasn't our favorite. She wasn't perfect. I myself in the primaries voted uncommitted because I was very upset that Democrats were not actually given a primary and a choice to choose someone other than Biden. But then when it came to the general, I knew Trump was going to go full Nazi with ICE. Literally was on all the signs at his protest, mass deportations now. I knew that protesting was going to become illegal, that trans people would be in trouble, my own marriage might be in trouble. And these are things that I said to people like Hasan. And also that things in Gaza could get worse. And they did for a while. And we're still not completely clear that this is going to be the end of things, right? I am so grateful that there is a ceasefire, but I do not credit Trump at all. So these are all things that we said. And people like Hasan didn't listen. And now they are acting like they are the victims of this system that they had a hand in making happen. Oh, there weren't enough people that voted for socialists to... No, it's about the apathy that they created. The sense of despair, the sense of hopelessness, that it didn't matter if they voted because Kamala and Trump were exactly the same. And there was no possible way to know that Trump and Kamala weren't the same, even though we already had 4 years of Trump to know. Also, I don't think that animal rights activists will take kindly to you saying that this is just bullshit, right? Yeah, let's keep talking about this one stupid dog. Like, I don't think that's going to go over well. The dog obviously deserves a loving, safe home, but that was never called into question in the past. It actually was. We've now seen multiple videos about it. We've seen his own audience saying free Kaya in the chat like a year ago and and asking why she can't live a normal life. There's a reason that someone had a video of him dragging a dog by the tail. Like, people have cared about this shit. You're welcome to have your opinions about Piker's politics, but one of the streamer's purpose online is to amplify the atrocities currently taking place and undercutting that with sound political commentary. He doesn't know what undercutting means. In a time when every political official in Washington decides to treat the White House like a cartoon villain's lair. Again, what did Hasan Piker do to stop Trump from getting elected? Nothing. All of his conversations surrounding his dog is a distraction, and we, nor Piker, should fall for it. I am so fucking sick of people telling us what is and isn't a distraction. For the most part, when I see people say this is a distraction, they just want to seem like they're the smartest person in the room. Because literally every single human being can think about multiple things at once. To act like we all didn't watch a dog yelp in pain or surprise for some reason, and that we are not allowed to question it, criticize it, be concerned by it, because Hasan supports a free Palestine. Do you see the slippery slope that can create? Okay, we can't criticize him for allegedly abusing his dog. In some people's minds, that's what they consider animal abuse. What can we accuse him for? I mean, what can we criticize him for? Would we make excuses if he hit the dog? Would we make the excuses if he hit someone else? Like, where is the line? Like, who is to me, the distraction is constantly bringing up the fact that he is pro-Palestine, which most of us are, in order to keep him from actually addressing anything he does, any mistake he makes. It's so funny how he immediately blamed his mom when he shocked his dog, isn't it? Like, I'm so sick of hearing that. Like, oh, well, you're just trying to silence him because he supports Palestine. Listen, if that was what he was doing and he wasn't doing all this other fucked up shit, that would be cool. That would be great. That would be a net positive. But he's also just like a toxic asshole that has some sort of a fucking spell over a lot of people, probably because of how popular he is. And it's making people act insane. And I don't know. I mean, he's very accomplished as a propagandist, which he calls himself. So Moses Menendez, that was really shitty and just poorly done, poorly written, poorly sourced. And hopefully Out Magazine is very embarrassed of themselves when they see what actually went live. I am still of the mind that there's no way these people at the top of these magazines are having enough oversight on what opinion articles are being written. Or just articles in general, like about new media. I think that these Hasan and these like Hasan orbiter media people are able to sort of get in and write what they want without much criticism because the higher ups, the editors and the executive editors and everybody don't really understand the landscape at all. So they can get away with this shit. But even as an opinion article, it's just like terrible. You don't actually give anything that you have to refute. You're just saying it's a distraction. And essentially gaslighting let's just speak specifically about the couple thousand, I think it's like 4,000 Twitch followers that he's lost in the last week. You're telling them that their feelings are a distraction, that their criticism is invalid because they actually just hate Hasan and love Israel, and that essentially you're not allowed to criticize him. Like, this is just so strange, especially coming from a queer person who's basically telling us to separate the art from the artist. After that's been used, like, to be abusive to so many different people over time. So, yeah, that's, I think, where we're going to end it, because now we're going to go over to the other stream and we're going to watch Night of the Living Dead together. I'm going to grab a snack and maybe get a little seltzy. So hopefully you'll stick around and we're going to have some fun. Okay, everybody, let's watch a spooky movie together. So I will see you. This should automatically redirect you to the next stream, which I will get set up. And then I'm going to go grab a snack. So just click the little button, the little thing that pops up at the top of the chat. And if not, you can just go to my page to find it. Okay, everybody? All right, I'll see you over there.